I got a little bit of jitters. It's hard being back. Boxing is here. Like, I can't even put into words the last few months. I guess I can say that I've thrived in this lockdown. I've had the most productive 3, 4 months or so in my life. This is the healthiest I've been in my life. I got a little cold now. No COVID symptoms. Just been sleeping under the air conditioner a lot. So a little bit stuffy. But here on this Wednesday morning, this noon, we have a virtual Zoom media conference that we are signed up for Showtime's Showtime Championship Boxing, Showtime's, and PBC's summer fall lineup. So it's supposed to be like 8 fights or so, behind closed doors in the Mohegan Sun or wherever. We're going to find all that out at noon. So as I'm getting back into the swing of things here on the channel, I just want to let you guys know that there's a new normal. Times have changed. TstreeT has grown, I would say, over the last 6 to 8 months or so. You can say that I've taken several online home courses. So you can say it like that. My educational in certain matters has increased tenfold. Been doing a lot of reading, researching, writing, and just soaking in all of this, what I feel I should have been years ago. And I wouldn't be in certain situations that I'm in right now. So I got a lot of ventures that I'm working on. One, obviously, is boxing is never going to go anywhere. We're getting the band back together. I'm going to start contacting team members and say, hey, listen, your role may be a little bit different when I bring you back, but this is what we're doing. Because let's face it, I can't see, and you guys who have been following me so long, no matter what I'm going through in life, even when I was on my goddamn deathbed, that I'm going to do my best to cover these fights. That's just who I am. So no matter what else I'm doing in my life, I'm going to still be doing that. So I made sure to take some notes here to tell you guys what I've been working on, because I don't do too many videos like this anymore, like I used to, like years back when I'd be telling people this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing. But now I've been keeping things close to the chest. So FV360, we already just talked about that, bringing the band back together. Me, I built this website. I built everything from the ground up. Thank you to my partners. Thank you to Mikey. Thank you to Donnell. Thank you to Rome. Thank you to Kyle. I'm wearing a lot of fucking hats. But understand that before boxing shut down, we had reached the heights. We were there. Shout out to Donnell, and Tyreek. We were there. We had 2 credentials for Joshua versus Ruiz in Madison Square Garden history. I got my little booklet and my little band up there. It's on the wall back there. Like, we were there. And then we was in Saudi Arabia under FV360 Saudi Arabia. We were ringside at Top Rank events, ringside at PBC on Fox events, so if that was the last time boxing was ever going to be like that, we were blessed to be at the top of that shit, So in that regard, I know what has to be done going forward. And, shout out to my colleague over in Australia, Big J. We've been really putting our foot down in that Australian market over there, because they got a big fight coming up August the 26th with Jeff Horn versus Tim Zhu, where it's going to be the first major boxing event or any sporting event where it's going to be 16,000 plus people there. It's crazy. In a 25,000 seat stadium, so they're going to be doing social distancing. So number 3 is documentaries. I've been learning a lot of shit. I want to be cussing and everything all like that early in the morning, but I've been doing learning how to edit, learning how to get stock footage, stock audio, how far you can go on YouTube with the content so that you get monetized and them not hit you with your content is not suitable for ads. It's a lot of deep research. Now, for those who don't know, I'm considered like a YouTube expert. I don't, basically I know all the copyright, all the little rules, terms of service, all that. I know what music you use, what you can and cannot monetize. I'm considered like a pro in this shit. So when I want to produce a documentary, let's say, for example, I got 2 that are in the works right now. And it's all about, like, you know, when they hit, you got to make sure the tags is right. You got to make sure what's your target audience. It's not just you getting some clips. To me, it's not, and just editing stuff up and saying I'm going to put it out there. You know, I'm trying to put stuff out there where it's going to be shared. People are going to watch it numerous times. You know, it's going to give you new information, things like that. So it's a lot of research when you're putting out that type of content. But the thing is, what I'm doing is, with that type of content, that longer lasting content with higher replay value, that'll help boost my boxing content or the combat sport content, and also add another revenue stream into. One day, the goal has always been to possibly manage or promote events one day. Maybe the plans will change since this whole new normal shit, but whatever. So I'm working on documentaries, you know, documentaries that over time I'm looking to get about 200 to 500,000 views a piece in about a 1 year span or so. That's what I'm trying to get with it. And I'm trying to produce 1 to 2 a month, but not burn myself out with the boxing stuff. Now, another venture I'm working on, we got to move on from the documentaries, is number 4, lawsuit. Number 5, family card. Fucking, I'm sorry. I'm not a bigot, but I'm going to say fucking white people, man. They just been fucking with me. So I'm a paper trail type of dude. I haven't seen my daughter in God knows how long. It's tough to talk about. It is hard to talk about. So I'm starting a nonprofit. And that right there, it's painful because I got fathers and parents. I've done videos before in the past going parental alienation, family court corruption. And each month, there's about at least 200 people watching those videos. So I get some of the most heartbreaking stories in my comments and in my emails and in my direct messages. And it's just like, I wish I could help everybody, but you can't. And I'm having a hard time really, really completing my task because it's heartbreaking. Like men, fathers, parents are killing themselves. You got organizations like Women Against Abuse, for example, who are like forcing parents, in this case men, out of the lives. Yo, I can't, like, the shit I uncovered, man. The shit I uncovered. You know, from this protection against abuse order, just abuse. You know, somebody can just say any old thing and, you know, take it down there, get some paperwork filed. You got to show up to court. No matter what your job is, you got to show your job, and they're going to assume that it's just a mess. So even now, it's hard to talk about because I'm putting it all on paper. Well, you know, I've been doing a lot of writing, you know, and gathering info and reading transcripts. It's killing me. So that's what I've been doing behind the scenes. But overall, I'm safe. I'm well. This is the happiest I've ever been in my adult life. Turn 37 next month, August the 29th. Probably going to be my best birthday ever. Boxing is back. Combat sports is back. Funny enough, we were invited to UFC Fight Island. Like, crazy. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, sometimes some of the things that happens, I just think, like, wow, I'm just, like, completely, like, blessed. Like, how is this happening? And I do think, well, I have worked my ass off, so a part of me feels like I do deserve some of this. But at the end of the day, I just want to cover boxing. And I'm not going to be covering no tabloid storylines of, you know, whether Tyson Fury team paid off and the MTK Global dude, and, you know, his tie. I don't care about none of that shit. You know, I do like funny stories to cover, but I don't be caring about none of that stuff. People say, yo, TstreeT, what do you think about this? And what do you think about Canelo and Oscar possibly fighting at 154? I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all want me to talk about that stuff? I don't want to talk about that. Those days of me covering the tabloid, all that shit is long gone. Not to mention, I didn't even tell you guys, I'm a full-time caregiver. So I be busy stacking bread, getting ready for life, you know, enjoying life. And unfortunately, getting, man, fucking lawsuits, man. You know how you ever like try to like warn somebody like in secret, like, yo, you need to leave this alone. Like, I'm telling you, like, you don't know what you're talking about. Like you do some research. And I guess they just thought I was stupid. So they didn't know that I did videos, or they didn't know. Anyway, I got this crazy stalker baby mom, and it's just everybody's up shit's creek. So it's up to me. I have to put everything in like vivid, write down, or I'm typing up everything in vivid detail, like date by date by date. So imagine a whole bunch of painful shit happening to you, and you gotta really like say, okay, I remember waking up that morning, I couldn't move my arms, and I saw it was 3 weeks later, and I was wondering like if I was still dreaming somebody tried to kill me when I woke up from the coma. You know, you gotta like relive all that, like the time like you in the jail cell. One time I'm in Broad and Champlos in Philly when she tried to have me put away with them false charges. I'm scratching the wall like I'm dreaming. I am not in the jail cell, like, because I was going to therapy at the time, and I'm telling my therapist, I know I'm rambling a little bit. My therapist, imagine, right? You telling your therapist, you even go to the police station, you tell your mom, your grandparents, like, yo, my baby mom, she wasn't then, is like threatening to have me locked up. She's saying on audio, because I was recording her, she's saying all audio, I can have you arrested anytime I want to. I can just go down there because I'm an innocent church girl, and they look at your record, and I'm like, so imagine telling everybody, and then 2 weeks later, you in a jail cell, like, because you knew, like, and I'm scratching the wall, like, I'm dreaming. You know, anyway, that was years and years ago. That's all behind us. Funny how, like, life works is where, like, her life is like upside down, and I'm thriving, and she's out there on a run. Crazy. But anyway, long crazy story. You're all going to find out about it. I'm getting stuffy. Got to blow my nose. We have a media event at noon. I've been up since 5 a.m. because I fell asleep on the couch with my FV360 shit on, watching the Valdez Jason Velez card. So I got up like 5:30 or so this morning. Was like, let me go cover this fight, get back into the swing of things. And then I said, let me do one of these videos, let everybody know a little bit, because I've been getting a lot of comments from you guys like, yo, what you doing? You all right, man? You safe? I'm cool. You know, because I'm sorry. I deactivated my Instagram. I barely check my Twitter messages. I have not been in my Facebook inbox or any of my, because it got the like page too, and that place was a jungle. It's like 60,000 people over there, and I just don't. I'm sorry, you know, so I don't check messages. So for people who want to really, really get in touch with me, they know how to get in touch with me. But for those who don't know, trust me, TstreeT is like doing good, like good. So, of course, you know that boxing is pretty much back in the next few weeks, especially with what's going to be announced today. You know, the promoters and the managers and the fighters, or at least some of them, are learning. Is like, listen, we have to fight now or just not fight at all, you know? So just to not having any fans or limited fans or whatever it can be. And as it stands right now, it looks like right here we're heading toward another country quarantine. And with all this civil unrest and all this stuff, it's just it makes you want to stay in the house anyway. You know, everything's changing. Imagine, like, will you feel safe going to a movie theater again? Get ready for the stream. We'll get some chores done. Walk the dog. TstreeT Controversy with FV360, and yes, we're back. We're going to be covering every single major fight live, plus more. So don't be bitching. I got no fucking bitch. Don't be bitching at me, because you're going to be seeing me uploading different content. I've been telling you for years that we're going to be branching out. And over this quarantine, I haven't just been sitting around just fucking tweeting shit. No, I'm here studying. And right now, we're there now. We can do it. So one of the first little small videos I want to do is this Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation, because it hits so close to home. For example, let me end the video with this real quick. Like, now this right here, I'm not even going to lie to you. Stuff like this almost makes me want to cry. Like, as a grown ass 6'3", 285-pound man, shit like this makes me want to cry, because it's like, why would you do this to somebody? if you know the situation or what she's been putting him through, and making up the false allegations or what seemingly seems like false allegations, and just like put him through the ringer, so he taking pictures of him and shit. Bitches be foul. Like, and my baby mom was on that same type shit, and I didn't know she was building, like, as he said, like a dossier, and I didn't peep it until it was too late. I didn't peep what she was doing until it was too late, because I was wondering, like, why she would be, like, flopping all around over the place and shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Weird. But listen to it.
And you either pushed or you kicked. I think you kicked the door open. The door.
Let me give you some context. Let me start it over.
After a few times I opened the bathroom door when you were knocking on it. After a few times I opened, and you just kept going. You just kept going. I tried to close the door 3 times. Please, just don't. And then wait, and then I accidentally, I swear, when I was trying to close the door, I guess it scraped your toes, and I didn't mean to do that, and I bent down, and you either pushed or you kicked. I think you kicked the door open. The door, more open, so that it would hit me, and it hit me.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know
it
that.
Hit me in the head.
But I did not mean to do that. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was bent down behind the door.
I did not do anything to her. I did not kick a door or push a door so that it would hit you. I did not. I swear that it was not my intention. I think I remember when the door scraped my toes, I reacted, but the door thing, I remember, I never did that. That wasn't on purpose. I might have done it on accident.
Okay.
But
so let's say that was an accident. I then stood up. I don't even know if I said, I might have said, like, what the f***, whatever, because I'd just been hit in the head with the corner of a door.
I'm so sorry. I did not. I'm sorry.
And then I stood up, and then you blocked me.
I remember hitting you as a response to the door thing. And I'm really sorry about hitting you with the door, or hitting your head. I did not mean to, nor...
You didn't mean to hit me in the head with the door, but you meant to punch me in the jaw.
I meant to hit you, and I did not do this thing with the door. I do remember, I did mean to hit you.
So that you didn't mean?
The door? No, God, no, I didn't.
But punching me in the jaw.
I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry I hit you. I did mean to hit you, but it was in response.
We're going to stop right there. So this is along the lines of the type of content I'm going to be putting out going forward in the future, mixed in with my combat sports content. Now, if you don't like it, you can unsubscribe. I'm not going to give my full thoughts on this right now, but if you don't know the story, she Me Too'd him, destroyed his career. He had lost something along the lines of allegedly $650 million. Johnny Depp has been known to have, alcohol and substance abuse issues. Never known to be someone who could lash out. He's known to be like a nice guy. Former women that he's dealt with, like Winona Ryder, I don't know, all other ones have come out to say, like, yo, he not even like that. Like, why was he never been known to be like that. So this young chick he got with, Amber Heard from Aquaman, I only seen Aquaman like once, I think. It wasn't really into all the colorful shit, Really never heard of the woman. Basically, she destroyed him with some lying-ass bullshit. And now the truth is starting to come out, but the problem is the mainstream media destroyed Johnny Depp, and only the YouTube media and Twitter and everything is destroying her. So it's like, what the mainstream media at? Like, yo, this bitch lied. Like, she was clearly lying. She was fucking him up, setting up everything. Like, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. And the thing is, it's unfortunate because she used his weaknesses against him. Taking pictures of him, he passed out like and shit, and laying in his in the fucking nightstand. Like, you could tell the man going through something. Like, but it's funny, like, how this toxic Feminism shit, man, it's out there. I'm experiencing it right now, but I'm letting them know. Like, I've been calling their asses out on it. I'm not playing that shit. Like, no. Like, no, no, no. Like, especially when it's a known liar. I'm like, no. But yeah, we're going to talk more about this in the future. In the meantime, it's 9 a.m. here. We got to be back here live in another, 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go do some chores, make a nice little breakfast for me and Pop. Take the dog out before it get too hot. Yeah. T-Street Controversy with FV360.com. Expect some major changes now that we're getting back into the swing around here. I already made like a new layout. Like, I made a boxing layout and I made a T-Street Uncut when we're talking about news and stuff layout. I really want to get a time schedule on things, but it's kind of hard. Oh, by the way, I got an email today that scared the shit out of me. Fucking an attorney from New York sent me the court order saying that we couldn't stream or put the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff out there. I looked, I was like, yeah, yes, ma'am. Took that shit right down. So that's where that went. I didn't know. I thought, well, then again, I guess I should have knew better. Now that I think about it. Some clips, though, are fair use, but do that. I'm not fucking with it no more. How about that? How about that? I was like, nope. Don't want those problems in my life. So, yeah, that's what happened to that video of people ask. But it was fun. Like, it was a once-in-a-lifetime type, like, deal. Like, it was like, wow. Like, I was on the motherfucking Ghislaine Maxwell, like, hearing call live. But, yeah, I guess those are the experiences I'll be able to tell my kids. Like, and one day, I was on the call with that woman in one of her court. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Anyway, I'm T-Street Controversy with FV360.com. We cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe.